What's up, guys? It is your boy, Papa C, back on my Pokemon Solar Eclipse. Last episode, okay, let me just, Nebby has evolved into Solgaleo. You love to see it. Anywho, we are now in the Center City's library because we need to go figure out where Vallon is. But I decided that we're going to read up on the history of this region, so that way we understand where everything's going on and how everything came to be. So now we're in part 2. Part 2, the history of Solarian, the isolation of the crown. After years of seeing peace, Crown Princess Miranda had been assassinated. What? Actually, I'm not shocked at this point. This is what normally happens with literally every single monarchy. Or almost every single one. Even the ones that are really, really good, there's always some guy who wants power, and they'll always try to kill the king/queen and any of their descendants, just so that way they can grab the power that they want. Its tale is old the time, and the song is old as rhyme, man. Ruling monarch King Reuben was so distraught that he and the rest of the royal family chosen to isolate themselves from the public. Oh, damn. And yeah. Head of House Junkar, the unified Junkar-Telegor, Alfred von Junkar, and his wife had been found guilty of conspiring with wicked cults to select noble houses in Solaria. As House Junkar had no heir, power was given to Amin von Telegor, who began the unification of Junkar and Telegor in order to provide immediate aid to the struggling Telegor region. This remained a controversial decision. The Five Elite. In order to support the now absent royal family, the Council of the Five Elite was formed by the House Astor to advise the royal family. The Council of the Five Elites was comprised of the most powerful houses: Astor, Talangor, Zabani, Falnor, and Junkar-Telegor. Over the centuries, the Five Elites would govern Solaria in the crown's absence, gradually getting more influence. This caused disagreements with the crown to escalate over the generations. Disagreements the Civil War. We're now in the thousands, so obviously Civil War would happen. Disagreements began to occur between the royal family and the Five Elites regarding the correct balance of power. The Five Elites felt that the royal family was abusing their power. Meanwhile, the royal family felt like the Five Elites were getting too involved. A civil war broke out between the royalists and the councilists. Sorry, it's just that when you look at history so much, you kind of start seeing a cyclical pattern. But here's the thing. It's not like the royal family didn't want to do this. Like, think about it. After years of seemingly good times happening, a crown princess was just murdered, and now, I can understand why the rest of the royal family was just like, no, we don't want to be near the people anymore. We're just gonna distance ourselves from them. And now we have this Five Elite Council, who now is just trying to gain more and more power over the monarchy. Remember, they were supposed to be there to assist this, be like that support structure. Now they're feeling like, okay, you know what? We want more power. We feel like we can do more if you just give us more power. And now that just feels like they're getting too involved. It's not being, oh, hey, we want to help, to now I want more power to do more stuff. Alright. The Commonwealth of Solarian. With the Royalists defeated, and King Colton in custody, the Solarian Civil War had came to an end. The Council sentenced the king to death, and wow, Octavius Astor declared himself the High Lord of the Commonwealth of Solaria. Why do I feel like... No, I'm not going to look up when this happened. I'm not going to. Because if I look it up when it happened, I'm going to find it really funny. Why? Because I'm already starting to see a very dangerous pattern. Now I just need to wait for it to tell me that there was a reign of terror and there was a lot of beheadings. The Radiant Revolution! Why? I'm gonna stop. I sound like such an asshole right now. I'm sorry. Following High Lord Vance Astor's pro-Arcenism Arceus's policies. In order to preserve Sol Galeo's legacy, you see, Winston the Eclipse, as a nephew of the throne, was invited by Sol Galeo followers of nobility to invade Solaria, the Radiant Revolution. Winston the Eclipse managed to defeat and exile High Lord Vance and was offered the crown by the council along with the Bill of Rights. Oh, I see now. This is not just a combination of nation of Europe or French history. This has American history here too. Nice play. I'm not gonna lie. Good tactic. Good tactic. A bill that, or maybe it might have something to do with them. No, the monarchy was killed completely, like in the French Revolution. I don't think like Napoleon came to power, and became the new king. Clown's consent. And was offered the crown along with the Bill of Rights, a bill that limited the monarch's independent power without the council's consent. So we finished the classic, now we're entering the feudal era. Oh, sorry. Now we're going to start with the beginning of the Sunbreak War. Alright, now... Alright, we've already read this. Now, King Zacharias was left with no heir and intended to install his brother Alistair Cornelius to become the new ruler of Solaria. But when Queen Elise unexpectedly gave birth to Tobias Cornelius, it began to brew between whether Alistair or Tobias would be the next king. Oh, wait. Sorry. My brain had a fart moment because I was like, wait, why? Why? Because if he was the king, then he would just give it to his brother, which is his... Oh, yeah. Tobias is Zacharias' son. I feel like they should have said when Zacharias' wife, Queen, but then again, you have Queen there, so you can already make the implication. I'm just being stupid, and I didn't properly think about this. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. I didn't properly understand. Sorry. Finally, the conflict arose between the Northern Army led by Elias Foranor, in support of Tobias Cornelius, and the Southern Army by Jet Van Jonkar are in support of Alistair Cornelius. Skirmishes between the two factions arose across all of Solaria before settling in Atlantis. The Norman army was ultimately victorious and installed the newborn Tobias Cornelius as the new king of Solaria. The war ultimately left a majority of Solaria in ruin, especially the capital of Atlantis, and undermining the power of the royal family and the council, greatly reducing their control over the various territories of Solaria, who all sought for power for themselves now. Dang. Oh, wait. Hey! I was in the feudal era. Why did you kick me out? Okay, now the Sunbreak War. Alright. Harold Angelia, the warlord of Angelia, had amassed a massive army and planning on marching towards Atlantis to establish himself as a new solar king of Solarian. Mars, a smaller warlord, stood in his way. Harold, thinking he could easily defeat Mars, threw a party ahead of his victory. Wow. He's gonna die. I'm sorry. He's gonna get... No. This Harold guy, he's already just signed his death warrant. There's one thing you gotta know about war. I'm gonna teach you this. This is an important lesson. This is an important lesson from the Conrad prophecy. You never automatically start celebrating thinking you're gonna have an easy victory. Because this is what war is gonna do. This is what a tactician is gonna do. This is what a soldier is gonna do. He's gonna see you celebrating, and he's gonna say, that's pretty real estate right there. Look, my men, look. See them dumbasses partying right over there? Yes, Yes, General Mars? That's prime real estate right there. Those are guys who are going to be drunk, who are going to be lazy, they're going to be fed off a crud ton of food. Want to know what that is? That's free real estate. They're never going to see us sneak them. We're going to sneak them so bad with our Pokemon, with our weapons. Ooh, it's going to be disgusting. So we're jumping them? Oh, we're jumping. Seriously, no joke. That's normally what always happens. It's because in war, you just win. You attack morality be damned. Trust me, some people in history did some evil shit to win some fights. Or just look at every time some idiot tried to invade Russia, and look at what Russia did to make sure that those guys left. There, that's all you need to know. The Angelian army parting the night away, along with a heavy storm approaching, gave Mars an opportunity for a surprise attack, which resulted in Angelia's defeat and established Mars as one of the front-running warlords of the war. I was right. Ascronis, banned by his brother after failing to take control of the capital, requested aid from the warlords to escort him back to Helentis, succeeding in enlisting Mars in his cause. Mars' forces reached Helentis the same year and installed Ash as a puppet king. Yeah, of course he was. After a successful campaign in central Solaria, Mars' forces penetrated deeper into southern Solaria. It was a bloody multi-way battle between Houses Zimbani, Vesperia, Bukant, Bastor, Hug, and Origins, as well as Mars' forces. After what seemed like a never-ending battle, Mars' forces were succeeded in taming the legendary Keldeo, one of Solaria's elite four. Keldeo was able to swing the tide in Mars' favor, successfully conquering southern Solaria and destroying the tablecloth. Mars would not just known throughout Solaria anymore, but began attracting the attention of the legends above. Mars started a 4-year-long siege to suppress the Arceus following warrior monks to Origin Island, and the most certified fortress of all time at the time. In an effort to destroy Arceanism, Mars ordered the island be set ablaze, destroying all temples and artifacts. Jeez Louise. Soon a beam of light was shot into the sky by the four elite forces of Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, and Keldeo. Their powers combined called forth a Pokemon of the stars. Wait, Solgaleo again? The Sun Pokemon allied itself with Mars in his mission to rebring all Solaria. Wait, so Solgaleo appeared again, this time to help out Mars in his goal of reunifying all of Solaria. Seeing a pattern here? Okay. Now this is interesting. Caldemar Palion, and a devout follower of Arceus and a fierce warlord, had challenged Mars. Two factions met on the field of Palion. Caldemar's White Knights were infamous for their efficiency and brutality. However, Mars' new partner Solgaleo delivered a crushing defeat so brutal that the battle was called the Massacre of Palion. I swear, I need to ask developers of Pokemon Solar Eclipse, did you watch Oversimplified? I'm starting to get some Hannibal vibes here. And some Skippy vibes. None of you are going to get what I just said. I swear, the massacre... There's like so many massacres in history when it comes to warfare. But it's like one I remember. I can't remember. Gotta go watch. I don't go watch the Punic Wars again. Just a long time. I gotta go watch them. As Cornelius, dissatisfied with being a puppet king to Mars had requested aid from the other warlords during Mars' force. However, no warlord took up the challenge, leaving Ash Cornelius to gather his own force and challenge Mars, but was promptly defeated. Mars, still needing a justified reason for his actions, accused Ash Cornelius of treason against the crown. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone. And we're back. So, against is the crown. He spared Ash Cornelius' life, but banished him from Helentis and became the chancellor to his still young Camus Cornelius. Dang, I'm not gonna lie. Mars is a smart tactician. I'm not gonna lie. The reunification of Solaria. The borders regions served as a final obstacle to Mars' conquest. Not much conflict happened during the siege against border regions. Most comprised of the starvation tactics. After many months, Mars prevailed over Geismont, conquering the conquering the northern border of Solarian regions and unifying all Solaria. Dissatisfied with the position of the Cornelius family found itself in, Camus Cornelius' wife Tinia urged her husband to revolt against Mars and take his rightful power. Camus refused, probably because he understands that that's just going to get him an ass whooping. However, enraged, Tinia discreetly called for aid from the crown loyalists to arm themselves against Mars so that her young son, Hamil Cornelius, could take the throne. The battle between those loyal to the crown and those loyal to Mars was fought in the fields of Jacinta. Mars' son Cecil had failed to show up to the battle on time, so as it seems Mars' force would be defeated, discourse began to brew among the crown loyalists. Many within the armies loyal to the crown became distrustful of Tinia Cornelius and defected to Mars' side, who would eventually win the battle. Instead of executing them, Mars banished the Cornelius family to Towngore. Wow. It's like causality is quite literally just bending over backwards to protect Mars. Like, gosh darn. So, hold on. Let me just pull up the map. Oh, cool. They have a dig. Oh, cool. That's actually really cool. Okay, hold on. So, Falnor. Huh. Okay, so there's Ein's Blunt. And, wait. Arcadia Ruins. Oh, right. Didn't they say in the story, in the book, in the history books, that Arcadia got blown up? Alright, so we're in the feudal era. We did the Sunbreak War. Yeah, we did the Sunbreak War. And now we're going to go to the Solar King. Alright. The crowning of the Solar King. After the defeat of the Crown Loyalists, Mars would be officially crowned the Solar King of Solaria. At this point, Mars was quite old and had outlived many great warriors of his time. He spent his remaining years creating and solidifying his family's government. To prevent opportunists from challenging Mars and creating another great civil war, Mars required each of the noble houses keep a resident at its castle, as well as make the noble houses pay Mars an annual visit. Mars would soon step down from his position and name his son Cecil as his successor. To ensure peace between the two families, Mars paid many visits between Hamil Cornelius and the two developed a growing bond with each other. However, Hamil and Cornelius grew older. Warriors opposed Mars as began to rally around Hamil, claiming he was the rightful heir to Solaria. Mars would eventually be challenged by the young Cornelius, directly who burned down a temple dedicated to Mars. Wait, there was a temple dedicated guy? I'd be weirded out by that. Two forces battle outside the castle Towngore. Hamil planned and had donned the arm of the force Indolf Cornelius to rally his troops against Mars. However, her castle Towngore would soon be set ablaze, with Hamil still inside. While the Cornelius forces outside managed to deal with the strong multiple blows from the Solar King's forces, with one soldier nearly assassinating Mars himself. They would eventually soon be struck down as behind them, the Cornelius bloodline burned to extinction. After many years, Mars would eventually meet his end. The cause of death is unknown, but many speculate it to be either cancer or heart failure. Mars would be crowned as the eternal Solar King of Solaria. The last pieces of Mars' writing by Mars is as follows: Sun rises and sun sets. Solaria is endless, united through peace. Not long after the passing of the Solar King Mars, Solgaleo would perish as well. The news would at first be kept hidden from the public, but rumors would quickly begin to spread. Many were shocked that the Sun Pokemon could perish, while others believed that Solgaleo would one day return just as it had during the Sunbreak War following the Unification War. The Arcadia Temple in his city was built in honor of the sun, honor of Solgaleo, with thousands Pilgriming! Pilgriming! I'm sorry, it's just like the pilgrimage. Pilgrimaging. Pilgrimaging me? Pilgrimaging. A pilgrimage. Thousands What the hell? I can say pilgrimage. 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 Pilgrimaging. Pilgrimaging to the temple to pray. Solar. Yeah, we're here at the Solar King. And then we read the modern era. The History of Solaria, Part 3. In order to rule Solaria effectively, Solar King Cecil would form. Okay. 8 chapters, taxes. 8 charter also banned nobles from building large private armies, but gave them the right to rebel if the crown broke the agreement. The crown. They're saying bursts of energy exploded from the Arcadia Temple. The explosion engulfed a major part of the Solarian region, incinerating Descenta's luscious green plains, drastically altering other parts of the region. While many were able to evacuate, the estimated that 100,000 to 120,000 people lost their lives in Jacinta. The territory remained uninhabitable until the 1700s. With peace settling firmly into Solaria region, culture began to flourish. Many schools and roads were constructed. Paintings and plays depicting the legends of the Solar King Mars and Solgalea were created. Historical records began to be compiled. Major port cities began to rise in power with the expansion of trade collaborations with Arnell, as well as new collaborations with Shunmar. Gardenia Academy was established as well. Oh, a school dedicated to Solar King Mars. Wait, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, where is his descendants here? Mars had a son. It's not like he died. Following the years after decimation. Oh. We're not a descendant of the Unification Hero. We're a descendant of Mars. I'm so stupid. No, it makes perfect sense. It's either that Mars is a descendant of a Unification Hero, which then leads into us being a descendant of both the Unification Hero and Mars. After years of decimation, the people of Solaria began to take note of the anomalies in the Pokemon Solaria. Much like how the region's landscape is drastically altered, so it seems to have its Pokemon. Creatures were seen awakening to new abilities and attributes, as well as enhanced strength. And many theories have proposed, most popularly, that the cosmic power of the Sun Hero must have affected Solaria's Pokemon. The exact nature of this phenomenon still remains a mystery. The Solar King Ector passed on with no and the Kingdom of Solaria was facing succession crisis. Many people came forward and claimed lineage to Mars, demanding the throne for themselves. Not wanting another war would engulf Solaria, the council decided to abolish the throne, justifying that it wasn't worth risking the peace of Mars and Solgalea fought for. Thus, the Kingdom of Solaria became the Republic of Solaria. Then the council became the Cabinet of Solaria, with democratically chosen Prime Minister to lead. Okay, so there's just a Prime Minister. So that's all of it. That's the history of Solaria. But it feels like there's so many pieces missing. I mean, it's basically a summarization. From a super ancient being, powers of Pokemon? The power of such an ancient being. I can't even imagine what it must be like. Maybe I shouldn't even bother. In the library, you should keep your voice down, as people come here to read. Oh. Wait, why give me hyper voice? That just makes me Everything. You can make everyone your opponent. Duh. The books on the third shelf are all about mythology. The ones on here aren't, so I find them easier to read. What? Mythology's fun! So... yeah, no, this is all about Solarian again. This is all about Solarian history. I just find it funny that the devs have, like, 3 rows of books about the history of their region. It's as if they're saying, read this, this is important for the lore, for the region. I was reading up on this history. The fact that Sol Galeo can pass through wormholes caught my eye. There are a whole other worlds and dimensions out there that we've never heard of before. Crazy, isn't it? Got me thinking. Do you think in the other worlds, most people in the other worlds worship Sol Galeo too? Is it just as special there as it is in Solarian? The funny thing is, wait, called Sol Galeo's sister. So someone already borrow kind of books I want to read. Wait, hold on, let me read these. Solaria's origin. In the beginning, there was only churning turmoil and chaos. Humans together with Pokemon fought a never-ending war for regional dominance. Every passing moon, the lands fell more and more into destruction. One day, Heroes of Light appeared and pierced through the darkness. The Solar Hero and the Sun Pokemon dispelled all the chaos and brought harmony to the land. They were crowned the founders of the new Solari region, including the following picture. That's actually kind of cool. It's like shows the picture. Sol Galeo's sister. There exists a Pokemon who's worshipped in Lunaria. That Pokemon is Lunala, the moon Pokemon. The beast that calls the moon Soleo calls the moon, Sol Galeo's sister. During the full moons, Lunala is said to be at height of its power. During this phase, it can open wormholes to other dimensions. It is said when people are out during the full moon, they might go missing due to accidental stumblings into one of these wormholes. Here's the following picture of Lunala. So in what's in the other books? The Elite Four, Swords of Justice. Okay, actually I want to know why the Elite Four are connected to Sol Galeo. The Elite Four refer to a quartet of Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, and Keldeo. These Pokemon are said to be the Sun Hero and the Sun Pokemon's top generals, only answer to them. Even after their departure, the Elite Four watch over the land and protect humans and Pokemon from evil. Vallon in the north, Terrakion in the west, Virizion in the east, and Keldeo in the south. It is said that when chaos emerges, once again the Elite Four will come together and call upon their champion once again to purge the land of evils. Wait, then, hold on. Then why was then how come they attacked me? Like, here's the thing. I have Nebby, and Nebby is now, or might be just the rebirth of the king. And yet, Keldeo attacked me. You'd think it would have seen its king in its, like, second stage. Actually, no, it'd be funny. Maybe, okay, let's go with this thematic-wise. Let's just paint an anime picture here. What if Nebby was trying to call out to Keldeo to get him to stop crashing out and not to attack us, but Keldeo couldn't listen because of the Solarium pumping through its veins? It was quite literally going on berserk mode. The Luna Pokemon refer to two Pokemon known as Vesselia and Darkrai. It is said that every new moon, Darkrai gives people nightmares, while every crescent moon, Celestia gives people pleasant dreams. On rare occasions, a person might become trapped within one of Darkrai's nightmares, and the only way to dispel these nightmares is one of the Lunar Feather. While Cresselia is worshipped in Lunaria, it is theorized that Darkrai resides within the shadows of Solaria. The shadows. That's weird. Conrad! We're over here! Shh, quiet, this is the library. Yo guys, what's up? I was doing a lot of reading. Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, it's good to have you here. Garrett and I have already started conducting research. Really? So have I. I'm starting to really question my history. Why? Well, never mind. Let's talk about your guys' finding. Well, it's mostly been Diana. I found out where each of the four are stationed. Oh, you mean that Cobalion's in the north, Terrakion's in the west, Virizian's in the east, and Keldeo was in the south? Yes. Keldeo's in the oceans of the south, but you had to mix up. Virizian's in the forests in the west, not the east. Oh, dang, sorry. Terrakion's in the caverns in the east, and Cobalion's in the mountains of the north. We at least know where Vallon is located generally, but we don't have an exact location, however. My main two suspicions are it's either Parastia Cavern or Mount Lapinlinta. Those two are the two most noteworthy mountains that I can see being Vallon's home. And we found out a bit more about Solgaleo. Apparently, close here, there's the Arcadia ruins. Said that where Solgaleo passed away, and that his remains are buried there. Then I need to go there. You know, do you think some soul they would 100% definitely, if it's to create a brighter future for the region, they'll justify doing whatever type of messed up shit they will do. Haven't put it past them at this point. We really shouldn't. They would 100% do it. I know that a powerful Volcarona, an Apostle Galileo, guards the place. We could warn it. At best, we might be denying Team Soul something incredibly dangerous. Yeah, are you sure that they won't just come after me? Reminder, I kinda have something that they would really, really want. I swear, I don't think the devs could ever have actually accounted for that and coded an entire scenario over that. But it'd be funny if they did. I'd be laughing, because holy shit, they cooked so geniusly if they did that. Let me make this clear. I love it when player choice exists, and that player choice, such as me picking Cosmog, aka Nebby, that all the way back to start, can just have a massive factor into just the end result. Like, think about it. It would result in them going, oh, okay, give us your Nebby, give us Cosmo, give it to us right now. And I'm like, no way in hell I'm doing that. No, we don't even need Solgaleo's corpse or orbs. We could just use the newly born Solgaleo. You're gonna have to beat us in order to get it. And imagine if we were. Oh no, I do not need to go through that again. At worst, it'll be an educational trip. I guess so. I think it's worth a shot. Hey, look! On the TV! It's an Indian! Wait, what? I can't listen to TV with headphones. Quick, let's watch an hour poking it. Oh, right, yeah. It's an Indian! Thank you so much! Now, if you don't mind another question, is it true that your team will be participating in the SCT? That is indeed true! The SCT is an important part of our region, no? Billions around the world will be watching to witness the strongest of our region duke it out. We at Team Soul would like to help promote the future of Solaria. If I recall correctly, Team Soul was previously invested in sponsoring gym challengers. Is your involvement in the regional tournament related to them? Not at all. Team Soul completely respects the gym challengers, but we still believe strongly in Solarium and would like to witness the true strength and Pokemon and trainers can achieve. We, Team Soul, believe in the future. I see. There has been some backlash from a small group about the dangers of Solarium. Do you have anything to say to them? Look, Jim, it's Jeff, sorry. Solarium is perfectly safe. I would like to take this opportunity to quell any rumors and misinformation surrounding it. I'm sure that these groups will soon recognize this and put an end to their baseless slander. Thank you so much, Indian. We are looking forward to seeing Team Soul in the SCT. Okay, what's the SCT? I completely forgot about it. Me too, who knows? If Team Soul wins, perhaps I could buy the SCT event! I was literally thinking, he's gonna be laughing at the end of this, and he's laughing at the end of it! How disgusting. He failed to turn us into his puppets, so he's going to send his admins instead. The SCT. He means the tournament to become the Solar Monarch, right? Oh, wait, that's it? I thought only gym challengers could qualify for that. Doing the gym challenge is the simplest way to participating. It's a nationally recognized route to participation. For anyone else, they'll need to prove their prowess as they go through countless tests and interviews. But I wouldn't He's surprised didn't Dean just paid his way through them. The system isn't as always so sparkling and clean as it seems. Yeah, given the fact that there are leading rulers and government in our own region openly, willingly sold off a holy land to a corporation. That just sucks. If the position of the Solar Monarch got to his team soul, that would give them so much publicity. People are all, completely disregarding, the danger it poses is whatever it will be. You can't afford them to succeed. It'll be complete chaos. Indeed, it'd be extremely dangerous to everyone involved, yes. Wait, did I pick the wrong option? The stakes surely got raised, huh? Well, it's not like we weren't going to collect the gym badges anyway. That settles it then. Let's keep on collecting the badges and make Arcadia Ruins our next stop. Alright, sounds like a plan. Looks like we're done here, so I'll be heading off then. Same here, let's go. Okay. Oh wow, we have like 20 falls. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Let me save here. So did I... Oh, no, I forgot to save. So that means I'd have to fight Gilbert again. Oh, gosh. Well, don't want to do that. But we have to hit Arcadia Ruins. That's where I have to go. Why? I don't know. Let's go talk about the giant sun lion right behind me that's quite literally the embodiment of this region's god. Sorry, it's just... We gotta really question the protagonist's origin story and all this. Hey, look, I'm you and you're me. What? No way, you're not me. Good thing I cosplay. I work really hard on it. And I'm just really thinking about it because it makes... Like, and here's the thing. It's not like this is a new Sol Galeo that just magically appeared. It's the same one. Chuckling with eagerness. It's the same one. And people are going to be like, how do you know it's the same one? Again, let's go back to Soul Island. What happened when Nebby stepped on that island? Every single time I talked to Nebby, what was his response? He hated being here. He hated how it looked. Hell, you know what? For the sake of showing it, we're going to fly all the way back. Nebby looks appalled. Nebby looks appalled. And let's switch with Mikai. Let's see what Mikai thinks. Nepalis is staring at the... He's impressed with the scenery. Look, Mikai likes it. Star likes it. See, notice how almost all my Pokemon are looking at the iconography or impressed with the scenery. And yet, the only one that hates this, that despises it. Hell, we'll go with Bang. Bang is next. I'm gonna keep doing this until you all get really hammered this home. Really hammer it home. See? Impressed with the scenery. Every single Pokemon have like 1 to 2 responses, except the one Pokemon that has a connection to this place, that really knew what this place was once like. And it's the Pokemon we literally are buddied up with. Our starter. Looking around restlessly, he hates it. Like, you can't tell me that Nebby just is like, oh, well, I'm perfectly fine with this. This looks perfectly fine. No! I'm sorry if I sound like a nutball, but this just makes too much sense. Nebby doesn't like this place. Dave likes this place. And why? It's not because he's just a random cosmog that exists. It is literally the sun Pokemon. It is not just not the son of him, the progeny of Solgaleo. It is Solgaleo, who just regressed back to Cosmog. That says a lot about what has happened. And I bet someone's like, okay, we get it. It's edit. Nebby is Solgaleo. You don't need to hammer it home so hard, Conrad. No, I feel like I do. I feel like I really, really do. Like I need to hammer it home. That Nebby is the sun Pokemon. A Northern Zoroark. Northern Zoroark. Wait, Northern Zoroark? Why'd you have a Northern Zoroark? At a gym. Is the gym open? Hey, gym. See, I drew that, dude. Oh, thank you. It's ghost types. Well, looks like we know where our next gym challenge is going to be. Although the problem is, we don't really have a lot of dark types. Oh, wait, we have knockoff. Yeah, actually, no, that won't really help us in this fight. So yeah, it's probably best that you forget that and then learn that. Actually, no, don't. Yeah, get up on learning. But, I guess next episode we're gonna have to go hit the gym. Metaphorically speaking. Why? Because, well, we can't really go to the next area yet. We still need to get the gym badge so that way we can still be on top of things. And then we need to go and take down the next opponent. So yeah, that's all for this episode, guys. You know Joe now. Be sure to like, subscribe, and notify any and all future uploads. After this, your lovely host, Bouncy, sign off. Like, comment, subscribe. I guess I forgot. I don't think I said that before. Anyway, ciao.